Hello everybody, my name is Lego Lee and welcome back to LEGO Monkey Kid set review. Today we have the Monkey Kid White Dragon Horse Bike set. This set has 259 pieces, it retails for $35 US, and here is a front look at your box. There is the back of the box. Despite this set here having less than 300 total pieces, you get 2 instruction manuals for some reason, and like a lot of the LEGO Monkey Kid sets here, the instructions have some added graphics with its progress bar, little added animations for the instructions kind of tell you how you're going throughout your build. The first instruction manual has 55 pages of building and the second one has 35. And again, despite having under 300 pieces, this set here manages to have 3 separate builds and 4 minifigures. Let's take a close look at those figures here first. The first minifigure included with this set here, of course, is the Monkey Kid with an awesome new headphone piece around his neck. I love that particular part. Also, speaking of new pieces, his hair/headband combo is great, and the hilt on his staff is also great. Speaking of just great stuff with this minifigure, side leg printing on dual molded legs. Yes, please LEGO, that looks fantastic. All of that printing continues to the back, and he also has a nice double-sided face expression. Just all told, this is an awesome looking Monkey Kid figure. Next up here is May, and oh my gosh, sorry for the awful pun here, but holy crap, this figure is one of my favorite LEGO figures of the year, maybe even ever. I love the color scheme, I love the print, I love the recolor of that Ant-Man helmet piece. That looks really cool. Her sword with the dragon hilt, it's not a new piece, it's from Ninjago, but it looks spectacular. Just everything about this figure looks great, and all that detail continues onto the back. But wait, there's more. She has a face print underneath her helmet with a brand new hair piece with little green highlights. That is just too cute. I love the look of this minifigure, and she also has a double-sided face. The final 2 minifigures included with this set here are Snort and Bob. Bob is the bull here whose horn is actually turned down on the right, which is, kind of a funny little detail, but besides that, these are the exact same minifigures, and these guys come in a lot of these Monkey Kid sets. I wish they had leg prints, but everything else looks great, and I especially love that brand new helmet piece from the back. They look great as well, and you can see their faces underneath the helmet are actually just blank transparent orange heads. Transitioning into the builds of this set here is Monkey Kid on his flying board. This is this snowboard piece with a couple of stickers. Really wish those were prints, but it still looks pretty cool. But speaking of prints, all 4 of these little jets on the side here are prints, and they look very cool. It's a bit chonky in the middle. It's a little like kind of stumpy looking. It's not my favorite design, but you can move these out, but these things unfortunately cannot spin. And overall, I think it's a halfway decent little vehicle for Monkey Kid. The other vehicle included with this set and the main build of the set here, of course, is the White Dragon Horse Bike, and this thing lives up to its name. It has a really cool color scheme of white with accents of a bright green. I think those 2 colors look fantastic together, and the small little accents of gold also help add to giving this thing a very cool look. Now, the horse look comes here with the head of this vehicle, and it's very reminiscent of the small horse builds from the Nexonite sets from a few years ago, and despite some of the stickers being kind of weird looking and mine being printed a little bit offset, it looks pretty solid. It actually has a couple of points of articulation. Moving down the side of the bike here, you have a couple of stud shooters, one on either side, that are just ever so slightly angled, and you can move those up and down just a little bit, but that doesn't really add anything to the build. And of course you can fire them like so. Also, a battle droid arm right here is used as a holder for May's sword. That is really nice, and I particularly like the use of this piece back here. That is a pretty cool little guard for the back wheel, and you can kind of adjust that up and down just a little bit. The May figure sits very comfortably in the middle of this bike. That is a nice design, and she's actually held in place not only by the handlebars but also with this piece as well, so that all works out pretty well. The wheels here are that fairly new Technic wheel design, but in that bright green. Those look pretty cool, and I especially love, one of my favorite looks on this is the use of this piece here in transparent bright green. That looks spectacular, and that brings us into the main play feature with this build. We've already covered the horse aspect of this bike, but now it's time to talk about the dragon aspect of this bike. It's a very very simple transformation play feature. Simply with the hinge pieces right here, you can extend these out and you can extend these out. Now the box only has them going out one clip, but they can go further if you would like them to, and it gives this thing some wings, and I guess this vehicle can also fly, and it makes for a pretty cool look and for some interesting playability. That being said, it doesn't really scream dragon to me. The way the wings are shaped actually screams more butterfly, or maybe even a dragonfly, which might be a little bit more fitting. It's kind of an odd look, but I do like the attempt at the play feature, and especially with these parts back here, even folding these in, that just gives this thing a sleeker and faster appearance, which I do like. The third and final build for this set here is this small little outpost for the Iron Bull clones, and this is surprisingly a modular build to some extent. You can actually remove these little side sections here and rearrange it pretty much just like that. There's not a whole lot of customization features with it, but I do like the attempt at it being slightly modular, and they even have, you know, extra points to connect things onto, so maybe LEGO will be adding on to this build in the future, which would be pretty cool. As is though, this build is a decent size. It's fairly wide, but it's also not super deep or anything. There's not a whole lot of depth with this build. Off to the side here, you have a halfway decent little cannon for the Iron Bulls that can move almost 360 degrees, but unfortunately it does get stopped around here a couple of times. There are some stud shooters on there as well, which is good for playability features. The middle section here has a small little ramp piece with a very large sticker on it and a barricade here that's supposed to block the bike, I guess, but the bike also has a flying mode and wings, so I think it could just fly over this barricade. Not entirely sure LEGO's thought process there, but this thing looks pretty nice. Uses some Nexo Knights pieces right there. If you push on this, you can actually raise the barricade as well, although there is nothing for the Iron Bulls to actually drive into this small little command outpost. And finally, for this build, this part here uses that Nexo Knights piece that looks really good, and it's nice to get it in a very small set. I do like these flags up there with stickers, and makes good use of that same piece we saw on Monkie Kid's staff, and the bull horns. That all looks really good, and on the back, it's actually a small prison cell that you can open up, and there is a skull inside there. No feature to break out of prison or anything, but it is nice to have a little bit of something back here. Alright everyone, final verdict here on the newest Nexo Knight... Wait a second. It's not a Nexo Knights set? Oh wait, this is a Monkie Kid set, but that is a good segue for me to talk about my biggest complaint with this set. It feels like a Nexo Knights set. It's not super unique, and it uses a ton of pieces from the actual Nexo Knights sets themselves. Additionally, the main build of the set here is an oversized motorcycle, and if you know me, if you've watched some of my recent reviews, especially the ones from Marvel superheroes back in the winter, I kept ranting on how much I'm getting sick of oversized motorcycle builds from LEGO, and they just keep pumping these things out in so many different themes, and Monkie Kid here, a brand new theme, is no exception. That being said, I think comparatively this is one of the better oversized motorcycle builds. It has a really cool color scheme, some good playability features, and the set as a whole is actually a pretty decent scene. There are 3 decent builds here. There's a lot going on. The minifigures are really good. There's some great pieces included. There's a lot to like about this set, and then we get to the price. This set has 259 pieces, and if you told me this was $30, I've been like, well, I watched 25, but, you know, considering there's lots of new pieces for minifigures, some interesting colors for parts, I could let $30 slide with this set. $35 though? Where did that extra $5 come from, LEGO? It's so weird. First off, LEGO doesn't really price sets at $35 that much anyways. It's a fairly rare price. So it's very odd to me that this set is even $35, and there's just no reason for it to be. It's a bad price per piece, and the price to volume ratio is not particularly good either. It's not egregious because the set is not super big to begin with, but I just can't justify spending that extra $5 on this set. So overall, this set is definitely a mixed bag. I don't regret buying it. I like lots of parts of this set, but it's not super unique, and it definitely is overpriced. All that being said, I'm gonna give this set here a 6.5 out of 10. Those are just my thoughts. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also guys, while you're at it, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, like my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, and maybe consider becoming a Patreon supporter. Any little donation like $1 a month goes a long way to making awesome reviews like the one you just watched, and comment below with your thoughts on this set. Hope to see you guys next time with my Monkie Set reviews. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.